What's going on, party people? Welcome back to the stream. Took a little break. Oh, we're back. Good to see all your faces again as we continue our coverage of Hurricane Melissa, Major Hurricane Melissa, as it moves off the coast, the northern coast of Jamaica. Wow, TikTok pop off. Already 400 people in the chat. Good to see all of you again. Oh, it was a long morning. That was a marathon stream. I've been streaming for almost 24 hours straight. I had to sign off and get some food, man. Get something to drink. Go ahead and like that stream, guys. Let's try to get those likes up. We're up almost over 100. Let's get it rocking. Hey, Carrie. Where's Melissa now? Outstanding question. Melissa kind of took like a eastern jog and is now kind of scraping the northern coast of Jamaica, moving closer to Kingston, actually, which is very interesting. If you can see Kingston down here in this area, kind of started here, went north, turned towards Montego Bay, turned back, went right over Falmouth, and is now scraping the shoreline, heading almost due east. Big wobble. Bringing Kingston closer to that core. And if you can see by our cameras here, Kingston was getting hit by a pretty powerful squall line here a second ago. 900 viewers in the TikTok chat now. We're getting there. We're letting everybody file in. What's up, Nicole? Deanna? No, this is not headed towards the United States as of right now. Up over 1,000 likes on the stream now, guys. That's incredible. 1,000 viewers. I just went live not even 3 minutes ago. Incredible support from my community. If you guys don't know who we are, because you're just joining for the first time, this is WxLive. We didn't just stumble into this. This is what we do. We follow severe weather all around the world. And if that severe weather happens to hit the United States, we actually have a live streaming rig. We have an SUV rigged up with Starlink and cellular connections with cameras all over it. And we'll drive it right into the middle of that hurricane or tornado or blizzard. We didn't travel to Jamaica for this one, so we're covering it from the office. But if you guys like what you see, hit the follow button, please. It's all I ever ask my viewers to do. Kathy, thanks for the gift. Mel, thanks for the gift. Gift train's rocking up here. Viewers are rocketing upwards. Love seeing it. So, I'm going to leave this up to chat. What do you folks want to see? You want to see some Kingston live cams? I checked. In case anybody's here from Kathy, welcome in. Thank you so much. Yes, tap. I love Kathy. Tap that heart. Got to get this thing up the ranks. My mom says the wind is crazy. Peppermint, welcome back. Yes, the wind is crazy right now. Montego Bay. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to see Kingston live cam. I've got a Montego Bay live cam. I checked. Flatbridge is still, the stream is not up yet. The stream is still not up, so we do not know the fate of Flatbridge. Though all the Jamaicans in the chat will be quick to tell you that that thing's not going anywhere ever. We can go through Twitter if you'd like, x.com, whatever you want to call it, and kind of look at the aftermath. Though I'm thinking we might do that after dark when we can't see anything anymore. So those are options. Or we can just sit here and chit chat. We can look at models. We can look at where it's going. We can look at satellite. We can look at radar. Oh man, enjoy your band. See how easy it is to get banned, folks? Just like that. Look how much it bothered me. I'm so bothered. Let's look at where it's going. I'm worried about Cuba. All right, Amber, we can do that. The hills of Kingston. I don't... well, I think you can see it on one of these live cams. I don't know if there's any hills, like cameras in the hills. Where's the North Coast most affected by? Well, I can tell you that the hurricane is currently scraping the northern coast of Jamaica. It took a hard right, as you can see from the satellite image. You guys can see that, right? Yeah, you can see that. This is live satellite. Thank you, by the way, tropicaltidbits.com for this satellite image. So you can see it kind of went north over the island, took a hard right off the coast. And the problem with this is going to be that it's back over water again, folks. And hurricanes love water. The mountains of Jamaica broke it up real good. But we're back over the water again. And you see those pink colors in the center of that white. That means those convective thunderstorms are firing up again. And my worry is that this thing's heading straight east. And Kingston's going to end up in a hit. I mean, Kingston's in this area here. Everybody in Kingston's probably like, oh, this thing's done. Nope. Here it comes. It wants all of Jamaica. Which is crazy. Did Ocho Rios get damaged? We don't know yet, guys. Basically, the entire island's out of power at this time. Besides Kingston, I think Kingston's the only place left that has power. We haven't gotten any reports out of those areas yet. That happens with every hurricane. It's not a knock on Jamaica. Anytime a hurricane hits, that immediate area goes blackout for at least 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours until we can get services restored enough to get signals out. What I would be really excited about... Watch this. Enjoy your band. What I'd be really excited about is if that flat bridge stream came back up again. Wouldn't that be crazy? My Janeda says my house is flooded. Where's your house? Janadia? Is it Janadia? Did I say it right? Anybody else an evening coffee person? All right, let's do this, folks. We've got 5,000 likes on the stream already. Let's do this. We want to move up the ranks, right? We're going to get this message out to as many people as we can before we start talking about where it's going to go next and all that. We're just we're ramping up. First 10 minutes is ramp up. It's ramp up. I got to get ready. Drinking coffee now. That's right, Gabriel. Gabrielle. I was Gabriel, and then I saw your profile picture. I was like, oh, not Gabriel. That's a Gabrielle. Gigadad, I drink coffee at all times. I feel you. So I'm getting a lot of questions. Did it pass? I think so. Earlier in the day, I had a whole bunch of Jamaicans in my chat. I mean, thousands of Jamaicans. And then as the storm started hitting, less and less and less and less Jamaicans. And I suspect that the cell networks and the internet networks were going off. And so I had less. But now I'm getting a lot of questions from Jamaicans in chat again, which makes me feel good because I know you guys are coming back because the power is coming back and stuff. And I was nervous about that. But as you can see, just to answer your question, this thing took a jog to the north, right through the island. At one point, it was taking a beeline to Montego Bay, took a right, went over Falmouth, and now it's heading due east along the coast. I mean, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen in a hurricane. Or not the craziest thing, that's pretty crazy. It's not says this hurricane's it's not satisfied, right? We're still here, brother. I'm glad to hear that, Zeno. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, that's a pretty sharp hook. It's going to circle back. Tim, I have a hard time believing that. I don't think it's going to circle back, but it could go due east. Very, very, very rare for a hurricane to go south in the Atlantic Ocean. Power's back, not back fully, says Marcia. Power isn't back in St. Elizabeth yet, says Tori. Did Montego Bay get the eye? It got dang close. Kelsey, it got dang close to get in the eye. As you can see from the satellite loop on the stream. Can check our Montego Bay stream here. Oh, they're no longer live. Here we go. So this is a live shot for Montego Bay. Earlier in the stream, if you guys missed it, this portion of the roof right here on the other side of this ridge came flying off right at the camera. It was at that time the cameraman decided he was no longer going to be on the balcony. He instead wanted to be in the room, shooting through the window. No, it is not over yet, Samantha. This is live, happening right now, Montego Bay. Though I do suspect our Kingston cameras will get very, very interesting in the coming hours as this thing moves east over the coast. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Let's get this thing fired up, folks. We're ramping. We're ramping right now. I want everybody in here. We got 800 people in here. If every single person takes their phone away and goes pop, 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 pop on the screen 10 times, that's hella support for the stream, guys. That's all I ask of you. And if every other person hits the share button, 800 shares would be wild. And that's how we get the stream up there. I've been told by a lot of Jamaicans today that they enjoy the coverage. Because apparently it's hard to get news in some of the parts of Jamaica right now, so we want to get the word out there, that's for sure. Renee, thank you so much for the heart. Appreciate it. Where are all my Jamaicans in the chat? I want to see if you're in Jamaica in the chat, just type something in the chat. Say me here. Put the name of your city where you're watching from. I want to see where everybody's watching from. I know I've got a lot of Americans. We're praying for you guys down there. A lot of Americans in the chat. And it was so good to see the Jamaicans in the chat earlier. And I want to see if they're still here. Bless says she's here. Zeno in Kingston. Oh, it's going too fast. I messed up. We got Ocho Rio. Patricia from Florida. Kings. Scotland. Megan. Oh, UK with Dan. It's nighttime. Almost time for bed. Tennessee here. Northern Ireland. UK. Daytona Beach. Hey, not far from me. LaShonda. England. Tupelo, Mississippi. Germany. Cayman Islands. Good to see you from the Cayman, Julie. North Carolina here. Netherlands, Florida. Wow, we're global, folks. Sweden, St. Thomas. Love St. Thomas. Jamaican, but in Florida, hoping and praying for my home island. We are as well with you, Samantha. Alabama, St. Vincent. One second. Canada, Ottawa. Did I say that right? Ottawa. Missouri, Northeast Ohio, St. Vincent. Jacksonville, Florida. Duval. Massachusetts, Montreal, Iowa, Turks and Caicos. Oregon. Montego Bay hotels hold pretty good. They did hold pretty good. Amber. Duval. Illinois, Brooklyn, New York. Forget about it. In case you guys didn't know, if you guys ever been to Brooklyn before, there's, when you drive on the, I think it's the FDR, the highway going into Brooklyn, there's a sign when you're driving away. It says, now leaving Brooklyn, forget about it. It's like an official highway sign. 904 is right. Staten Island. I don't know what the saying for Staten Island is. I'm sorry. I'm rich. I don't know. Carolina, New York. Doesn't say which borough. Probably smart. Bronx, Queens, Jamaica. So you're Jamaican and you live in the Queens or Bronx or the Queens. I'm confused now. United Kingdom, Florida, Manhattan. Wow. That's great. That just made my day, folks. Just watching everybody type like where they are in the chat. I'll tell you guys a little story. I know, like, you're like, I don't want to hear a story. We're ramping up. All right, we got the live coverage on the screen. You can see it. I've loved weather ever since I was a kid. In fact, I've been so obsessed with it most of my life. People make fun of me. Friends call me and they say, Brandon, what's going on with this storm? Like, instead of watching the news, they just call me. I've been self-taught studying this stuff for almost 30 years. Growing up watching people like Reed Timmer, Jim Cantori, Mike Bettis, Ryan Hall, and now I'm here doing it. Oh, they opened the door back up. Let's go. Cameraman's going back outside. But anyways, it just feels good to talk to all of you. Makes me feel like what I'm doing is the right thing. And I wanted to thank you for that. Oh, we're shooting through the railing. Oh, okay. Ambitious. Bro, just take the camera outside. Okay, for all of you that were here earlier, I've been BITCHIN about this for the last like 5 hours. So the roof came off. The cameraman said, F this, I'm going inside. Now he's getting a little braver. He's getting closer to the door. Okay? But he's going to shoot through the railing. I don't know. Sandy, thank you so much for the gifts. Much love. All right, let's read chat here. I'm the same. I'm obsessed. Just heard from family. Ochi is not okay. We're going to look at Twitter later, guys, and we're going to take a look at the aftermath, see if we can, for the folks watching from Jamaica, see if we can see what's going on. But we still got an active emergency going on right now. So we want to make sure we're giving it its deep credence. We don't want to jump off of it before it's time. Of course, that's the benefit of watching this stream, folks. Pop it up on your TV, pop it up on your computer. I'm monitoring everything. So you guys are seeing my package with the graph. My package. Oh, I just said that out loud. Thank God you can't clip things on TikTok. You guys are seeing my setup. Okay, I've got the stream here, whatever. The radar, the information down here, National Arcade Center information, the Chiron, the socials, the time. But what I'm seeing, I got streams everywhere. All right, I'm watching all the streams from Jamaica, and if anything is better than this, meaning, you know, showing, you know, more wind, more rain, you know, anything you need to know, I will pop it up on the screen, so you don't have to worry. You're seeing my package. God, that's streamer of the year, folks. I've said it once, but it's worth saying again. Sorry about that. I've got really bad allergies today, so when everything's running. It's worth saying again that I love it that you guys are here, and you know, I can see all the hearts, the follows, everything. It's just so overwhelming, so much I can't really get to them all right now. All right, we got a brave cameraman again. He's now placed himself into the doorway, which I think is a big step towards. Ooh, you can see the ocean down there, it looks like. If we could ever focus that camera. It's the ring next to the zoom, big dog. You can do it. Come on. Nicole says, how long before the eye hits Ochi? Can you predict? It's getting hit hard now. All right, let's check it out. What is the full name of Ochi? You gotta remember, I'm not from Jamaica. Is this inside the wall? No. This is actually like almost 100 miles away from the eye wall. and it's still blowing. Ocho Rios? Ocho Rios. Okay, Ocho Rios. So the first thing we're going to do is find Ocho Rios on the map. Okay. I have found it. Oh yeah, this is right where the eye wall is passing through right now, folks. So I usually draw on the screen, but I'm using a Windows capture right now, so you wouldn't be able to see me drawing. So I have to use my mouse instead. So the hurricane came on shore here in Black River, took a northwestern turn towards Montego Bay, north, then did a sharp right turn, left, went over Falmouth, and is now scraping the coastline all the way down here. Took a super sharp right turn. So where is it in relation? So it's just to the left of that notch. So Ocho Rios is right here, and it's currently getting hit with some pretty bad squalls. Let's see if we can find a we'll stick with the live Montego Bay. Wow, there was an ocean in this shot the whole time. Look at that. All those palm trees are missing their palm fronds. Let me try to find you guys an Ocho stream if I can. Be patient. Doing this all live, baby. Not seeing any Ocho Rios live streams right now. Oh, what are these tourists doing? I'm looking at a video on X right now of people fighting over food at the resort in Ocho Rios. Like, get a grip, folks. So the only video I've seen, there's some videos out there. Let me get it up on the screen for you. One second, folks. Y'all see that? Yeah. This is the only video I've seen from Ocho Rios so far. You got to remember, guys, the storm's been pounding the island for almost a day straight. 185 mile an hour winds. It's going to be a while for information comes out. But this video did make it out. And this was a few hours ago. So this is before the hurricane took its hard right. I'd imagine it's substantially worse now. Live shot of Montego Bay. We've got some damage here. Looks like it took the roof of these buildings off, partially. Looks like we got some emergency workers on the ground. Look at all the palm fronds on these trees, just gone. It's a lot of damage, folks. I mean, even damage like this, it's going to take a lot of money and a lot of time to repair that roof on that house. Just looking at chat. The media is blowing it out of proportion. I don't know about that. It really depends, guys, on where you are. So a lot of people saying, I didn't think it was that bad. Have you guys seen the Treasure Beach video yet? Would you like to see the Treasure Beach video of it coming ashore? Okay. Okay, so first of all, what you need to know about this video. This dude had a live stream going via Starlink in 185-mile-an-hour winds. Another thing to remember is that this is Treasure Beach, which is 20 miles east of the actual landfall. And it was still this bad. So I'll go ahead and let it play out. Just listen to the sound. Let me turn off the music. I want you all to listen to the sound in this video. For hours. It did this for hours. Incredible, by the way, that this person was able to keep this live stream up in this time. And remember, guys, this isn't even the worst part. Daughter coming to say hi to me. Look at the palm trees in the background. Remember, something you have to remember about this too is that this was 20 plus miles away from landfall. And it was still, this is like if a hurricane were to hit the United States this strong, it'd be where it's more densely populated. It'd be bad. Luckily, it hit in an area that's not as densely populated, but still very bad. Kingston's fine as of now, Tookie. Oh, well, we thought the hurricane was going to be over soon. By the way, one thing I want to point out about this video, too. Do you guys hear, I don't know if you're wearing headphones, do you hear the banging every once in a while, that clanging? That's debris hitting the side of the camera enclosure. That's why you don't go outside in these. Insanity. This is one of the craziest things I've seen in a hurricane, mostly because it was live at the time. This is a replay. Earlier today during the stream, we watched this live as it was unfolding, and we were all on the edge of our seats like, oh my god. Every bang against the camera housing was like, we thought like the whole house was coming down. So, for all those saying it wasn't that bad, it really is highly dependent. Remember, Cat 5 storms are very tight and compact. They're not big, broad 3s or 4s, you know. They're very small, tight little buzzsaws. And it's very localized, their damage. And this isn't even full intensity. This is only like a few minutes into the light, or, you know, a few minutes into the bands. That's a different sound. This is the eye wall. This is part of the eye wall coming ashore right here. Incredible that he was able to keep this stream up. Absolutely incredible. This is what we do, by the way, guys. If this hurricane were to hit the United States, we would have very similar shots to this for WxLive, but you know, we didn't travel to Jamaica for this one, so we're kind of just covering it from the office. Wow. Karen, thank you for the gift. Isn't this crazy? I don't know about you guys, I could watch this for hours. We will give an update. We'll give an update on all the areas here in a minute. We're kind of going through the footage now. Stick around. I could watch this for hours. Can you show when the eye of the storm hit? You're watching it, Des. Unfortunately, there are no videos of the eye hitting because this is 20 miles east of the eye. This is as close as we could get. My fear is that anything in Black River, which is where the eye hit, is no longer standing. Yeah, Donna, people trapped in their homes. There was a, yeah, and Stafey is right. One thing you have to realize too is that cameras do a horrible job of depicting this kind of thing. Awful. That wind, will you hear? The wind don't lie. Cameras do not capture rain very well. They don't capture, you know, it's just because of the shutter speed and everything. It just doesn't do it justice. No, it's actually still scraping the northern coast and going east. Yeah, this is the eye. This is the outer edge of the eye wall. This isn't even the most powerful part of the eye wall. This is 20 miles east of landfall. Anybody who's never been in a hurricane like this before, like when you're in your house, this is what you're hearing. And you're hearing periodic bang, slam, like things just boom hitting the side of your house. It's not fun. And it just hours and hours and hours. I don't think it'll hit Montego Bay again. No, Pride. Hurricane Katrina was the loudest thing I've ever heard, says Samantha. True. You're just praying while the doors buckle. Lucy says, I was in Michael in Florida. I covered that storm. It went on for hours like a tornado. Tornado that went on for hours, yes. Cynthia, I survived Wilma. Praying for you all from London. Thank you, Em. We appreciate that. Live from Cuba? Well, that's the plan. We're going to try to go, though. The way the Cuban government is, I'm not so sure we're going to have very many options for live streams. Cozy, thank you so much for the gifts. We appreciate the support. I can explain Storm Surge to you, Fried. No problem. Give me a minute. Think of Storm Surge as the hurricane pushing a wall of water onto the shore. I heard that Guantanamo got evacuated by the Navy. And just so everybody knows, this is a replay from earlier today. This is not live. So for all my Jamaican friends watching, this is not live. You can sit back down. I don't mean to scare anybody. I'm just showing everybody what the conditions were like 20 miles east of the oh, it was you, Amber, that told me that. I remember now. Yes. How crazy is this? I mean, that I would not want to be in this. So I just wanted to show up this. I just wanted to show this video to everybody, you know, who was saying in the chat, you know, I've been getting comments all, you know, oh, so it wasn't that bad. I feel like most of that's coming from people, A, who weren't there, B, we're probably, you know, on the eastern side of the island where it was a lot less bad. Oh, wow. Look at this. Just complete whiteout. That's how heavy. That's water. I've been at work. What's the update? We're about to go over the update in a minute. Cynthia says my coworkers are losing everything. Amy, apparently there was at least 7 deaths an hour ago. We haven't confirmed that yet. All right. So that's that video. We'll pause that for now. Here's the live shot of Montego Bay again for all those that were looking at, want to know what current conditions. Everything's starting to calm down a little in Montego Bay. When the live stream first started from this balcony, those palm trees had palm fronds on them, and those trees had leaves. This is live Montego Bay. Live right now. Some damage to the roofs, not so bad. I don't see anything devastating as of yet. Looks like some ripped fabric. That's an excellent guardrail, Mr. Cameraman. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. This guy, they sent, I'm telling you guys, I've been complaining about this all day. They sent the worst cameraman on the planet. This Reuters cameraman, like B tier, like D tier cameraman, bro, has been like hiding in a room, like taking pictures of things like that aren't even, like, drives me nuts. So yeah, looks like we got a tent ripped. So all in all, Montego Bay seems to be damaged, but survived, which is good. Let's take a look at the current position of the storm. Get our music back on here. This is live satellite, folks. This is a live satellite view of the storm, which in my opinion is the best way to kind of look at it right now. The Jamaican Weather Service, the radar went offline hours ago. But as you can see, it's currently moving due east and forming a new eye wall. So if I pause this right here, the storm came north, hit right here in Black River, took a little jog towards Montego Bay, went right, exited right over Falmouth, and is now going due east right over the shoreline of Jamaica. It's not exiting yet, folks. All these areas that were hit earlier, unfortunately, are going to continue to get hit because it's moving east instead of north. You can see the beginnings of a new eye wall. That original eye wall collapsed, and this one is now opening up. The eye wall is going to be larger than it was before, and when the eye wall expands, so does the rest of the storm. It's weakening, but it's getting larger. That's what hurricanes do. The more powerful, the tighter the hurricane is. It's very rare to see a large Category 5. As it weakens, it expands. And that's what it's currently doing. It's forming a new eye wall right off the northern coast of Jamaica. It's taking all that warm water right off the coast of Jamaica and re-strengthening. And unfortunately moving east to down the coastline. So, folks, if you're watching from Kingston, just know this thing's heading due east right at you again. Not the eye wall itself, but you're going to get this inner core again. Unfortunately, folks in Black River, Treasure Beach, it's not over yet. Falmouth, you're getting the back end of the storm. Montego Bay is getting the back end of the storm right now. Ocho Rios, the eye wall, the new eye wall that is forming, is right over Ocho Rios right now. I've heard some reports from people in the chat saying that Ocho Rios is not in a good spot right now. And unfortunately, I don't think it's quite over for them yet. Which end is the most destructive? It's not really an end. So you have the eye wall, right? So let's let this thing play, and then I'll pause it right here as it was coming on shore. So you have a really, really small hurricane here. This is many, many hours ago. This was earlier this morning. You have a small Category 5 hurricane, very tight, very powerful, 185 mile an hour winds, gusting up to 200. The most powerful part of a hurricane is always going to be this red ring right here. You see this red ring? That's the eye wall. And then you have something called the moat, which is in here, and then the eye wall itself. Well, the moat and then the inner eye wall, which is like right before you get into the eye, which is very strong as well. Typically for a hurricane like this, most of your impacts are going to be wind. The larger a hurricane is, the more storm surge it pushes, right? I've always said a large 3 is more destructive than a small 5. And we've seen that all day today because they've got people from Kingston in the chat saying, well, it's, you know, it's fine over here. I don't really know this, you know, are they overhyping the storm? And then on the other side of the island, you've got people, you know, their homes are collapsing. That's how it is with these. Now, if this was a larger 3, it would have a very widespread effect on the island. It would be, everybody would basically be feeling the same thing. So when you ask what the most powerful part of the hurricane is, if you're talking about wind, it's going to be right around the eye here with the Category 5. Now, the larger that eye gets, the larger the eye wall gets. The larger everything gets. So we'll have a bigger area of destruction. Once you get out from this eye, kind of where this pink is a vast reduction in the wind speeds. So if it's 180 miles an hour here in this eye, when they say max sustained winds for a hurricane, they're talking about right here on this eye wall, man. I mean, the worst part. But the vast majority of the hurricane on these outer rims here, probably even for a Cat 5, is, you know, 70, 80, 90 mile an hour sustained winds, gust over 100. You know, you get out here in this black, it's 40 to 70. You know what I mean? So the closer to the center, the worse it's going to be. Let's let this play out so we get the most up-to-date image here. And as you guys can see, we've got a new image right at the end of this loop. Boop. It's definitely forming a new eye wall over the northern coast of Jamaica, a new eye. So the mountains ripped this thing to shreds. Eye wall collapsed on itself, moved over the warm waters north of Jamaica, and is now re-strengthening and forming a new eye wall. That is crazy, Nathan. It actually is crazy. I've never seen a storm form a new eye that quickly. That's just how much energy this thing has packed in it. And it's now moving completely east over the island, like not northeast, not northeast or east northeast. No, it's moving east. That thing turned, which is not good news. If you guys are watching from Kingston right now, is it still a Cat 5? No, I think the latest is Cat 4, Kim. If you guys are watching from Kingston right now, Ocho Rios, Falmouth, hang on. Round 2's coming. We thought this thing was going to keep going north, and for some reason it's decided it wants to go east. I mean, the overall movement of the system is still to the northeast, but for some reason that eye wall, I mean, look at the satellite. You guys are looking at the same thing I'm looking at. How it just goes east, just rips to the east, bang, like it's pushed by some magic force. And I imagine when people are talking about damage in Ocho Rios right now, they're talking about let me turn off this music. I don't know if it's the music or what. TikTok's like having a conniption about reusing content. I don't know if it's the music or what. But anyways, like I was saying, I don't actually remember what I was saying. Oh yeah. When people are talking about, destruction in Ocho Rios, are they talking about this big shift that happened where it went right over them? I mean, because when the eye wall moves that rapidly, I mean, there's got to be heavy winds. I'd love to see some videos out of there. But yes, I am interested. I want to take a look at our Kingston cameras. Oh, yeah. So you can see the conditions are deteriorating again in Kingston. You can see the camera on the bottom left is shaking. Oh, there goes the cop. Going to get something. It hasn't been shaking all day, and it's shaking again because this thing's moving to the east. Going to bring those winds back towards the Kingston area. The Kingston Harbor cam. Oh, wow. You can also see the wind is picking up there. And so what I was saying earlier, if you guys are in Kingston or on the eastern side of Jamaica, it's not quite over yet. I think you got another round coming. $2,300 viewers in the live stream right now. Let's go. I appreciate all of you watching. If you could do me a favor and just take a second to hit the like button, go ahead and follow the channel. That would mean the whole world to me. This is WxLive. We follow severe weather all over the world. If that severe weather happens to land in the United States, we're set up to chase it ourselves. So we have broadcast vehicles, and we'll drive them right in the middle of a hurricane. And if that's the kind of content you're here for, then go ahead and follow, because that's the kind of content we do. Also, remember to hit the like, folks. It means the world to us. It moves the stream up the ranking ladder with TikTok. It helps us get more viewers and more exposure into our content. What are you doing? Daughter coming to say hi to me. So make sure you hit the follow, folks. Go ahead and hit the like and share the stream as well. We got some gifters as well. Cozy, thank you so much for the roses. Ruth, thank you for the rose. And I don't know how to see that. Borica? Zaborica? Thank you for the rose. I really appreciate it. Carol says, I didn't know it had gotten below 900 millibars. It did. Right before it went hit land this morning, it went sub 900 millibars. It was like 896 or something like that. Very, very strong hurricane. How is St. Elizabeth now? Well, the last I heard from St. Elizabeth was, there was a video on X earlier of a hospital that with its roof, the whole roof had been torn off. I'm not sure now. You guys got to remember, this is an ongoing situation. This is still happening live right now. I've got the cameras up, the live cams up, and it's almost impossible. Wow, look at the rain in the bottom right at Devon House in Jamaica. Look at the sheets of rain pushing across the road. This is what I'm saying, folks. This thing's moving to the east. If you're watching from the Kingston area right now, you need to hunker down. It's deteriorating pretty quickly. I'm seeing it right in front of my eyes. But what I was saying before, I don't remember what I was saying before. I got so distracted. Hey, Jake. Is it coming to Kingston? It's not going to go right over Kingston, but the hurricane is traveling due east right now, which I'll show you the satellite loop. As you can see, it came in from the south, went north towards Montego Bay, took a right, exited over Falmouth, and is now currently in the warm waters just north of the country, and took a sharp right and is now heading due east and forming a larger eye wall, which is very evident. If I pause it here, this is the new eye wall of the hurricane. So you saw that smaller eye wall broke up, dissipated, and is just as soon as that hurricane got over warm waters again, it's now forming a new, larger eye wall over the northern coast, and is moving east. It is moving to the right. So it's going to take this bottom half of the hurricane, which is now covering 70% of Jamaica, and scrape it across Jamaica, is what I'm seeing right now, unfortunately. And I do think that Kingston is in the path of that at the moment. The worst of the weather, the eastern eye wall, is currently over Ocho Rios. If you guys are watching from Ocho Rios or near Ocho Rios or have friends in Ocho Rios, let me know how the conditions are there right now. I imagine they're not the best. Thank you guys so much for all the shares. Danielle, thank you for the heart. Nema, thank you for the gifts. Allie, thank you so much for the gift. Allie sent a donut. What's a donut? Ooh, 30 coins. Wow, thank you so much, Allie. That's very generous of you. Ruth, thank you so much. The ADHD clinician sent me an I'm awesome. Thank you so much. That's a cute cat. I accidentally clicked something and now it's all gone. The whole thing's ruined. Anyways, you guys see the new eye wall is starting to form. We are going to get some new satellite images here in a few minutes. About once every 5 minutes we get one or so. And it'd be interesting to see this new eye wall forming. And we'll let it play out. There it is. You see that new eye forming off the northern coast of Jamaica right now. If anybody has, it was about to leave Jamaica and then took a right, folks. So the Jamaica is now experiencing the back half of the storm. Let's check in on our Kingston cameras again. Looks like the squall line that was moving through calmed down a bit. And you guys, you see, that's how these hurricanes are, right? Even in the eye wall, the thickest part, the block of the hurricane, it is banded, right? You will have periods where the weather is really bad and then it lulls and then it goes back to bad again and lulls as those bands sweep through the area. And sometimes, unfortunately, people are injured because they go out during one of these lulls and get caught in it. What I'd be really interested in seeing, how is Ocho Rios? Love, I've heard that it's not great right now, and they're currently in the most powerful part of the storm. We'll have to wait for a little later. Family in Ocho, Nicole says, family in Ocho's back online. They sent a video, not too bad at the moment, calmed from 30 minutes ago. Well, that's good. Remember, we were talking, Nicole, about that eastern eye wall passing over that area. So do I have cameras in Montego Bay? I do. It's calmed down a bunch in Montego Bay. Has it moved from Jamaica yet? It has not. In fact, oh, here comes another squall line. So every time you guys see, so this Kingston Harbor camera in the top right, when you see the visibility, like all the gray go on that camera and you can't see it anymore, that's a squall line moving through. And you can almost time your watch to it. About 2 minutes later, all the other cameras in Kingston start going bananas as well. So you can watch this squall move through the area. It's very interesting. Look at the wind blowing across the road here in the bottom right. We're also starting to get a little flooding in the Kingston area. A little, ponding of water, not too bad. Of course, this area might be more prone to it. So you see that squall line moving across the harbor right now into the Kingston area. And then very soon you should see the other cameras start moving. Baby girl Jen, thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much to everybody. We've gotten 46,000 likes on this live stream. 2,200 people in here. Oh, we can do better than 46,000 likes, guys. If everybody just goes and hits that thing 10 times real quick, what is that? That's like 22,000 more likes. Let's get this live stream liked, guys, so we can get it out to more people. And it helps me know that I'm doing a good job, and I really appreciate it. I just realized I've been leaning back in my chair for the past 15 minutes. I've been streaming for a long time, guys. I'm tired. What are we going to do? Montego Bay, right. Ooh. So I have to be careful with this one because this one got me in trouble earlier on TikTok. Whoa, what is that? Okay, we're gonna go large, but not for just a second, because I don't want TikTok to get mad at me that I'm using another. Oh, parts of that roof came off. You guys see that? Okay, I can zoom in on it. I don't want to go full screen on it because TikTok gets angry at me when I go full screen on this stream. So there's like flashing. Is that the fire alarm going off at the resort over there? I had somebody in the chat earlier that was like, "Hey, I saw my buddy send me a video from Montego Bay, and I heard alarms going off, and the roof was flying off the building. That must be the building they were talking about. That building's got bad roof damage, and you could see the fire alarms going off in the resort. You could see all the flashes. It's kind of crazy. Could you imagine staying there with the fire alarms blaring in your ear? I have to be very careful with this. This is live from Montego Bay, folks. I have to be very careful with this live stream. TikTok gets mad at me when I full screen this one. Oh, Cassie's back. Cassie, thank you so much for the boo and the bear and the dolphin. Thank you so much. I knew you were wanting to gift earlier, but Big Daddy TikTok said you weren't allowed to. I love to travel. Thank you so much for the heart. Wow, look at all those roof pieces broken on the roof there. Isn't it crazy how they stay on the roof, but they didn't get blown off the roof? So this is kind of a survey of the damage as seen from this camera from the roof here, guys. Some damage to the roof tiles there. That's why I don't like clay tile roofs. They're fragile. They look cool though. Looks like we got a cop down there with his lights on. The power pole made it. The power line stayed up. Everybody who was here, love on. Thank you so much for the support, the perfume. And the hat and mustache, 100 coins. Wow, that is so generous. Thank you so much, love. Love on. Thank you so much. It means the world to us that you help the stream out, support our content. So let's see. Oh, yep, we got a cop down there. What's going on here? It's starting to get dark. A little harder to see. Looks like that building's doing okay. Or maybe that cop's just blocking traffic or talking to that guy. Oh, the fire alarms aren't going off at the hotel anymore. That's good. Oh, I spoke too soon. There they go. So this is live from Montego Bay, folks. Tiffany, thank you so much for the support. Bella J, thank you so much for the support. What's the latest? Well, places might keep making another round of wind and rain as it moves east. That's true, Susan. I've been saying that. I've seen locals using cinder blocks to hold tin roofs down, afraid to know if they flew off. That's the problem with the metal roofs. The issue with the metal roofs is that once air gets under them, they just get ripped off. Like, because they're all one piece, they just go. But I mean, I guess it's right. The problem with any roofing system, right? Bella J, thank you so much for the support. 3 pumpkin lattes. Thank you so much, Bella. You guys are showing a lot of love now, and I really appreciate it. Lovant, thank you for the gifts. Cassie, another gift. Tiffany with more gifts. You guys are showering me with love right now. I feel so loved. Raw Soul, thank you so much for the 10 TikToks. Chlo says, unfortunately, it's not over after it passed. They'll assess the damage and take it from there. That's true. We have to remember, guys, we've got an active situation on our hands. And my biggest priority, for me anyways, is to kind of help like get the information out live. What's it doing right now? We can always go back and look at the different aftermaths and stuff later. But I kind of prioritize what's happening right now. And what's happening right now, for those who have just joined the stream, is not the best thing in the world. The hurricane, for whatever reason, has decided to take a hard right over the northern coast of Jamaica and is now reforming a larger eye wall and strengthening. And unfortunately, I think what's about to happen is it's going to drag. It's you can see from this shot. Let me just pause it. The bottom half of the hurricane is now covering 70% of Jamaica. Okay? And the problem is that the winds on the south are moving west to east. The winds in the north of the hurricane were moving east to west. And I've been saying this all day, and people, have been listening. I've been saying this all day. The real damage from a hurricane comes from the wind flip on the backside. And anybody here who has lived through a hurricane before can attest to that in chat, that when you get hours of wind in this direction, and then the hurricane passes you, and then you get hours of wind in this direction, that's when things start snapping. And like trees and things of that nature, because they're braced for this side, and then you go this, and then boom, right? And that's what I'm afraid is happening right now, is that we're now getting the backside of the storm. We've reversed the winds, and we're now, in a dangerous situation again. You got to remember, folks, hurricanes are circles. If you go through one side, you got to go through the other side too. So it's not quite over yet. And like I said, it's reforming its eye just off the northern coast right now, which is incredible. We've been watching this live together. Watching this live together as the eye has been reforming over the northern coast of Jamaica. So we're going to let it play out. You can see that the overall system is still moving to the east, but the inner core, for whatever reason, did a huge jump, or to the northeast. So the inner core did a huge jump to the east. And what I'm worried about is this is going to take that severe weather back into the Kingston area. You can see Kingston's right here on the map is this notch in the southeastern part of Jamaica here, and that white inner core area is just flirting with it right now. What? What is it talking about? Saying it's detecting inactivity in my live. It's like, TikTok is wild, bro. TikTok is wild. If I show stuff on the screen, they ban me. If I don't show stuff on the screen, you're not doing enough. Like I had to move like a puzzle piece because it says I was being inactive. I don't even know what that means. No, it does not mean that it's over for Jamaica. It is not over for Jamaica, unfortunately. Because this thing has started barreling to the east, it's now going to drag the bottom half of the hurricane across the entire island. Is my fear is what's about to happen, and we're watching it happen in real time. We're monitoring the cameras, folks. We're monitoring our Kingston cameras to kind of see if the conditions are deteriorating. It looks good now in Kingston. Make sure this is live. It is. It's looking good right now. But remember, hurricanes have squalls. They have squall lines. So you can be good for a second and not good for the next second. It really just depends on what is going on. Let me catch up on the gifters here. Love on Juju, thank you so much for the hearts. Tiffany, thank you so much for the You're Awesomes. Raw Soul with the 10 TikToks. Sil with the 23 Go Populars. Hey, you guys got any of those Go Populars? I want to see if those things actually work. Anybody that's got any of those Go Populars, those little one coin things in your bank, just start dumping them. I want to see. I've always wondered if those actually work. To see if like it brings more people in, you know. Sil sent a greeting heart. Dr. Roan with the D Roan, sorry, with the pumpkin. Thank you so much, D. Latanya with the rose. I've been getting a lot of love from people today. While we're waiting on this next squall line to move into Jamaica, into Kingston, which it looks like it is, I wanted to see if folks, I want to see where everybody's watching from, if we could, please. So we had a lot of Jamaicans in the chat earlier. A lot of Jamaicans in the chat earlier. I was feeling the love from Jamaica. If you guys are in Jamaica right now or wherever you're watching from, just type your city in the chat. I love seeing where everybody's watching from. This isn't like a ploy. Pittsburgh 412. I really just love seeing where everybody's from. We got all right, I'm going to try to keep up with this, guys. This is always crazy. We got Kevin from Florida, Chrissy from North Carolina. Welcome. Lori from Alabama. We got people from London. Mama Vay from London. Hey, how's it going? Jill from Germany. We got Donley working from Oklahoma, UK, New York City, Scotland, Australia. I see you there, Bronco girl. Australia is a long way away. Isn't it like 4 a.m. in Australia right now? You should be asleep. St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. Much love to you, Shares. Hampshire, UK. Kingston, Auto Palace Trading. Pensacola, Amber. Amber's been in here all day. Port Antonio. Philly. Gotta get rid of that tush push. Jamaica, but living in Canada. Much love to you. I hope your family's safe in Jamaica, Max. I'm Jamaican, but I'm in Maryland. This says Miss Walters. Tennessee, St. Anne, Vancouver, Victoria, British Columbia, UK. Let's see. Sylvia's from the Netherlands, Ireland, Edmonton, Las Vegas, Florida, Ashley, Manhattan. What part of Manhattan? Wealth. Oh, and it just dragged the chat down. I couldn't catch up enough. It just made me scroll. Dude, I'm so far behind. Kingston, South Africa. Kingston, Jamaica. Got a lot of people from Kingston in here right now. You know what I wish, folks? Lavant, oh, look at all the Go Populars. See, and it didn't do anything. We're still at 1,800 viewers. That's what I'm saying. Things don't do nothing. Unless we just like didn't do enough of them. You know what I mean? Birmingham, United Kingdom, the Netherlands, New York, Connecticut, Montego Bay. How's everything in Montego right now, Samuels? France. Bonjour. St. Vincent, Florida Panhandle. This is like my favorite part of streaming, bro. Like I could do this all night. I love seeing where everybody's like tuning in from right now. Miami, you can see the winds picking up in that bottom left Kingston camera on the next squall line. Dublin, Ireland, Wealth is Power in New York again. Turks and Caicos, Shortcake, welcome to the stream. Mel from Toronto, welcome to the stream. Susan from Ireland. Monty from Mexico, welcome to the stream. Rich Forever from Florida. So a lot of Americans in here. Indiana, Los Angeles, Indiana, Rachel. Portmore, Jamaica. That's just west of Kingston. How are you faring there, book chapter and verse? Upper Peninsula of Michigan, East England. A lot of people from the UK here right now. Texas, Ontario. I see some more Kingston. Sonia, much love from Kingston. I hope you're staying safe. Lauren, Jamaican living in Switzerland. Wow. That's a long way from Jamaica. Monty, I already said that. So I got to catch back. Dude, I'm so far behind. There's so many people typing in the chat right now. Long Island. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Illinois. All right. We're caught back up. That was fun. Shifting east is bad, says Kosh. Yeah, I believe so, because what was going to happen is... Hold on, my daughter came to visit me. Are you giving me kisses? Yeah. You want to say hi?
No.
No. Say hi. No. Okay. I gotta get back to work now. You go hang out with Mama? You want to sit in the office with me? Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Family comes first, right? What's Melissa doing? Okay, so like I was saying, it's going east bad. Yes, because what was going to happen was the hurricane was going to kind of, comes into this northeastern run, kind of turns. I want to draw on the screen so bad. All right, I'll set it up for you. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. What?
It's broken.
What's broken? Oh, my chair. Yeah, I picked a hole in it.
Oh, it's okay, Dada.
Are you going to sit down there?
Okay, Dada. We get some new ones for you.
Okay, well, buy me a new chair. I'm going to talk about the weather now. I think I'm going to need to take a break to go spend time with her in a second. Anyways, just so everybody knows, her mom's in the other room, but she just wants to hang out with me. Okay, so I want to draw on the screen badly. Where is she? Not under the desk, baby. She's gonna turn off my computer. No, don't touch that button. If the stream goes dead all of a sudden, you know why. Okay, so I'm going to switch my capture mode here because I want to see. Okay, so if I go boop and boop. Okay, so this will give me the ability to now draw on the screen. Can you guys see this? You can. All right, perfect. So, all right, so this is why I think east is bad. All right, so the way the hurricane tracked today is it was moving northeast towards the island like this. And then right before it went on shore, it went north. And then it looked like it was heading right towards Montego. This is not even where it went on shore. 1 second. Like this. It was heading like this. Went on shore. Went towards Montego Bay. Took a right. Exited over Falmouth. And everybody thought it was going to keep going this way, right? Well, instead, it has decided, if you can look at to take a right turn and east and scrape the north shore of Jamaica. So instead of the hurricane getting up and out of here, like we all thought it was going to do, it's now turning, which is going to keep this bottom half of the storm right here, this white part, the bottom half, that white part right there. Let me pause the satellite loop. There we go. And it didn't pause. Pause. Thank you. It's going to keep this bottom half of the storm, which is this white part here, over the island for longer. And it's actually taking this white inner core, this core part of the storm, east over the island right now, which is not great for the folks in Kingston and Portmore, Falmouth, Ocho Rios, and areas like that. So that's kind of what I mean by it's not making a clean exit right now, and we're concerned about it going east, and east is a bad thing. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, folks, is we are going to I'm going to put this camera up and I'm going to, I think give my daughter some attention real quick. And if you guys will just give me 5-10 minutes, I will be right back and just watch the cams and we'll be right back with you. Okay. See you guys in a few minutes. All right, folks, we're back. Oh, all right. Where were we? Everybody still here? We all good? Free All Kit says almost 100K. Oh, views? Yeah, true. Oh, almost 100K likes, actually. Oh, I know. I haven't turned on the camera. I haven't turned the camera back on yet. I need to get settled in real quick. Wait, were you guys trying to drive up the follows while I was gone, or the likes while I was gone? Is that what you were doing? Feels so weird streaming without the music. 1 second. Okay. So, how'd the cameras look while I was gone? Okay. And we're back. Let's get back into the groove of things here. Wanted to thank, do a little catch up on the gifts here. Amber, thanks for the Go Populars. Tony, Mitch, thanks for the Go Populars. Tiffany, thanks for the 20 Go Populars. Wendy, thanks for the 13 Go Populars. Love and Juju, thanks for the hearts. Tiffany, more Go Populars. Love, more Populars. Cassie with the Let 'em Cook for 20 coins. And Tamara sent 2 lives. Thank you so much. Let's catch up with chat. He did say that, but the news says that his left Jamaica and is going to Cuba now. I've got a live satellite that says otherwise. We hope the flooding won't do too life-altering damage. I also hope that Decade. It sounds like you're from Jamaica. Much love. I hope you're staying safe. Yep, Susan's been watching. Okay, so let's get back into it. Around. All right, let's take a look at the IR, see if we got any updated IR loops here. Oh, yeah. So you can see that new eye wall is forming rapidly. And for some reason, the storm decided it was going to take an east shift. Now it looks like it's gotten its kind of groove back together again, is moving northeast. But I do think Kingston is going to get clipped by that, the southeast part of that core as it moves out. Cameras are looking good right now in Kingston. Not too bad. Looks like there's a lot of rain, but not a whole lot of wind or anything powerful moving through right now. That Kingston Harbor camera is shaking pretty hard. It's been shaking all day. You know what I would really love, chat? I would love for this flat bridge camera to come back up. Me and the chat were hooked on this camera. We wanted to make sure that flat bridge was going to survive. And we will not know the answer to that for some time, it appears. For some time. I hope the mountains in Jamaica tore it up a bit. Oh, it did. Tore it up more than a bit. Almost killed the entire eye wall, but it's now reforming again. How is Montego Bay? Montego Bay's damaged, Lou. But it seems like they survived for the most part. Ocho Rios got a bit of a battering. It did. My sister's in Kingston now. She says it's very windy and rainy, but nothing crazy. Yeah, it's getting it's going to get a little worse for Kingston right now because the way the eye wall replacement cycle happened and the new forming of the eye of the hurricane, it kind of did a big jump to the east. And kind of going to bring that white, you see that white, the white part of the satellite loop over the Kingston area. So I'm hoping it's not too bad. But unfortunately, instead of just a straight northern ejection pattern, it's going to drag the bottom half of the storm over the island now, and which is not the best thing in the world. Ooh, looks like this stream went offline from Montego Bay. It did. 1 second. Oh wow, where's this from? This is just catastrophic power across the live streams show not just snapped trees but clear evidence of buildings completely destroyed. So I don't know where this is. Let's take a look here. Wow. This has got to be from where it made landfall.
I know about Montpellier, man. Yeah. Don't I know over here, man. See the fear destruction, brother.
Destruction. Right now.
Trees still a tear down, much sitting. Much sitting right now there. Trees still a tear down.
So, one thing I want you guys to see. One thing you can always, let me wait for him to pan the camera for a second. Well, you can kind of see. Can you guys see my mouse? You can. So one of the things you can do when you've been watching hurricanes for a long time and severe weather is there's certain clues that you can get for how powerful the winds were in an area. The winds were so powerful that they stripped these trees of bark. Okay? That's like when you start seeing that, like you can see areas right here where the tree is raw. You guys see that? No bark here, no bark here, here. Okay? Here on this tree, down here. That's how you know you're working with the real deal right there. Like that's it takes winds of almost 200 miles an hour to strip tree bark off of trees. Okay? So, just sending love to Jamaica. Any Jamaicans in the chat, I couldn't understand what he was saying. I have a hard time understanding patois. Because I know it's English, but it's a very heavy accent. So anybody can hear what he was saying at the beginning of this video.
Yeah, man, I'm Montpellier, man. I know about Montpellier, man. Yeah. Don't I know over here, man.
Wow.
See the fear destruction, brother.
See the destruction,
right,
brother.
Trees still a tear down, much sitting. Much sitting right now there. Trees still a tear down.
He's giving a location. What location, Samantha? That's what I'm interested in. Where is this? He said he's in Hanover and has bad destruction. Trees still falling. Trees tear down. He's saying Mount Peller, Hanover. Okay. Hanover Parish. Okay. South of Sandy Beach. So let's find that on the map. Let's find out where that is on the map here. So I'm guessing, without even knowing, I'm guessing that's somewhere where this thing went ashore. Black River, maybe just north of Black River. Let's search here. Oh wow, so that's up here by Montego Bay. Is that right, guys? Up next to Montego Bay. Okay. And then he said, what was the name of the city? It was Montpelier, Hanover. Montpelier. Somewhere in this area or more further towards the coast? Because this whole thing is Hanover Parish. Kind of inland. I'm just going to search it. It's probably the best thing to do. Montpellier. Montpellier. Okay, so right here. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's exactly where the eye wall went. So what I've been trying to say, I mean, folks, is that's the first real video of some true destruction we've seen. The hold on one second. One second, folks. I need to change the scene so I can draw again. There we go. Okay. So he said he was here, right? It came to shore here in Black River, kind of made a turn like this towards Montego Bay, and then made a turn like this towards Falmouth, and is now currently going like this off the shore. So he took the brunt from the eye wall there. Is it Montpellier? Is that how you say it? Montpellier? St. Anne has bad winds now. Yes, I mean, it's because the storm is currently scraping the coast, going that way, and we'll see that in the in just a second. We'll see that in the shot. But so yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. And this is a small town here, inland Jamaica. Looks like it's got some farms and a church and a couple other things, and that's about it. Looks like a beautiful area. So we'll watch the video one more time.
Yeah, man, I'm Montpellier, man. I know over Montpellier, man. Yeah. Don't know over here, man. See the fear destruction, brother. Right now.
That's
Trees
so sad.
still tear down. I'm sitting. I'm sitting right now there. Trees still tear down.
And thank you to all the Jamaicans that have been in the chat today, helping me understand what the folks are saying in these videos. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I really just, it's very hard. The accent's very thick, and it's hard to understand it. I really appreciate all you folks helping me out with that today. I did want to say that. I'm being very patient with me. That is the worst video I've seen today. That's awful. Absolutely awful. And I wish everybody there the best. Yes. So it hasn't, I did say it's turning east, and I'll show that, on the satellite here. Again, I'll play the video one more time for everybody in here, to get a good look at it, because we have people coming in and out. So one more time, and then we'll go take a look at the satellite again and check in on Kingston.
Yeah, man, I'm Montpellier, man. I know over Montpellier, man. Yeah. Don't know over here, man. See the fear destruction, brother. Right now. Trees still tear down. I'm sitting. I'm sitting right now there. Trees still tear down.
And for folks that have never been through a hurricane before, I'll show it to you one more time. When you have trees that are missing bark, that's about as strong as it can get. To rip bark off of a tree, you're getting close to 200 miles an hour winds in a straight line, and that's very rough for those folks. Let's go through. She said she couldn't find something that was right. It's like right there. I was like, it's right there. Let's take a look at the satellite here. So, what I was saying before is that so the storm itself is not heading, quote unquote, towards Kingston, right, guys? The storm has turned to the east, and this is a very tricky. I saw somebody in the comments just a second ago say this is a tricky storm. You'd be right, because it is making a lot of wobbles. You know, it's not going in just one straight line. You know, usually when we get hit by these hurricanes, you know, it was approaching Jamaica from the northeast today, kind of like this, right? And like you expect, it would just do that, right? Go through, you know, the island and go straight off and now onto Cuba, right? But that's not what it's doing. Because it's moving so slowly, it's wobbling around all over the place. So it made an approach today, hit Black River, Montpeller, the one we just saw, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, it was right about here, towards Montego Bay, took a right like this, over Falmouth, and is now going east on the coast like that, right? So what I was saying earlier is that all of the bottom half of this storm now, because it shifted, instead of just going straight out, is now going to get dragged across the island. And conditions in places like Kingston and others are going to deteriorate. I'll be right back, guys. All right, folks, sorry about that. I am pulling double duty. My wife went to the store to get some dinner. And so she's watching TV next to me here, and she wants things. So it is what it is. It happens. I've been streaming for almost 24 hours straight, so it's about time to stop here in a minute, but I want to keep covering the storm so people know. Can everybody hear me? We're good? We're good? Coming through? Okay. So the overall storm, the overall path of the storm is still to the northeast, right? So if you look at this entire storm system, it's moving to the northeast like that, okay? But because the eye wall is reforming right now. The eye is reforming. The core has rapidly shifted in a direction. So instead of just going smooth and out like this, it actually is going like this. The actual storm system is not going east. The eye wall, the center, is shifting to the east. But the semantics don't really matter. The truth is that the back half of this hurricane, which you can see right here in the white, which is the white in the core with the pink thunderstorms all around it, is now being pushed east over the island. And that same area that we were looking at in the video is now getting hit with the opposite direction winds, which is going to make it a little worse. No sound. Well, it's not that it will hit Jamaica again. It's that it's still getting hit. Jamaica is still being hit by the back half of the storm. So whenever you go through a hurricane, you go through the front half and then the back half, right? So it's just kind of the nature of these things. Now, the storm has weakened significantly, so it's no longer a Cat 5. So the back half will not be as bad. Also, the island's mountains chewed this thing up crazy. You can see on the satellite loop, the eye wall damn near disappears at one point, and the reforms off the northern coast. So that's what that's the update I got for you right now. Let's take a look at our Kingston camps. I had some people from Kingston earlier saying it's getting really windy there. It's kind of hard to tell on these cameras because they're all shielded. You get what I'm saying? They're all like, you know, tucked in behind buildings and stuff like that. So it's really hard to tell, you know, how fast the wind is really moving in these areas. But you can see that bottom right Kingston camera, the Devon House camera, is shaking quite a bit on its mount. You can see the sheets of rain. If you look at the street, the sheets of rain are getting pushed across the road, which tells you the winds are pretty high right now. And you can also see some debris in the street. So I don't think it's quite done for the folks of Kingston yet. Just a cough drop, folks. My throat is, I'm talking all day. Oh, here we go. Here's a video.
Finland, Ireland, Haiti, Dominica Republic, all over the world, Israel, Finland, Ireland, Great Britain, everyone. This is live coverage coming across to you guys. This
Wow.
is live coverage from Jamaica, Dominica Republic.
Okay. So for my Jamaican friends, yeah, this is from earlier. This isn't live. This is a video of a live from earlier. For my Jamaican friends in chat who've been with me all day, I'm going to ask you another question. Why is it that I can understand him perfectly, but not the other dudes? Like, is there a different, is it like the different, like some people's accents are way heavier? Is that like if you're like from the east side or west side of the island, you have a different accent? I can understand him perfectly. Like I can hear everything he said perfectly. Every parish's accent is different. Okay. So that's why I feel stupid when I understand one guy and he can't understand another guy. Some are from the country, so it's like having a country accent, different dialect. He's trying to speak clear English. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So it's almost like he was talking slower so people could understand it. Wait, some Jamaicans also try to twang or speak in standard English. Wait, so is that slang? Like if you're twanging, you're trying to speak in standard English? How is Montego Bay and Negril? Pretty damaged, but they seem to have, survived the worst of it. Queen's English versus local island. Twanging is the worst. I've never heard of that in my life. It's their customer service voice. Yo, y'all are wilding out in here right now. How is Ocho Rios? Riley, I heard Ocho Rios is not the best right now. He got hit with the eastern side of the eye wall, and then as it turned, it got hit again, basically. And they're currently in the middle of it right now. The eye wall, the new eye wall of the hurricane, is very interesting. So if you so Ocho Rios is kind of right here, right? So that's Ocho Rios. And so if you look at the eye wall, or if you look at this, let me pause it. Hold on. So first it gets hit by this eastern eye wall, this area here, right? Then the hurricane moves to the north and then moves to the east. It gets hit again by the newly formed eye wall right here. And then as the storm has been moving up, it's now getting hit by the southern eye wall. So basically, because the eye wall has just gone around it all day, it's gotten hit by like 360 degrees of eye wall, like 180 degrees of eye wall. And some of the reports from the Jamaicans in the chat has said that Ocho Rios got hit pretty hard. I think the hardest hit part, and we're going to see some videos because we just saw a video from, I think it's going to be like this corridor of the island right here. All of that right there, I think is going to be the worst. Which I, from what I can see, is not as heavily populated as the other parts of the island, which thankfully is good. Because if it would have gone on shore in the Kingston area, it'd have been much, a lot more destruction. But from some of the videos that are coming out of this middle part of the island, we've got trees missing bark. We've got buildings on the ground. Like it's been pretty bad. All my thoughts go out to the people of Jamaica right now. Hopefully you guys are staying safe. It's not quite over yet. That's why I'm preaching this. I just want anybody who's watching, this back half of the core right here is kind of going east over the island right now. And it's still a dangerous situation. It's live. It's active. We need to take it seriously and stay sheltered for now. You can always get it's nighttime. It always gets way more dangerous at night. You can't see down power lines. You can't see, it's just hard to see debris at night. You really don't want to be out at night in a hurricane, folks. So keep alert. Checking on our Kingston cams here, and this is what I've been saying. As that back half moves over, the conditions are going to deteriorate more and more for Kingston over the next hour or so. I don't think it'll be nearly as bad as what Black River or Montego Bay got, but not quite done in Kingston yet, folks. Not quite. So hang on. It'll be over soon. So Callie says Miss Paula's okay. She lost her dogs. Yeah, you guys don't know about that whole thing. There was a lady named Miss Paula who was live streaming from TikTok earlier, and in the middle of her live stream, her house blew away. And it was crazy. That's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Let's see if we can find some more videos. Just talking about Taurus. Whoa. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, that's AI. I'm getting AI'd right now. Don't look at that. That was fake. Oh, I saw this picture earlier. Anybody know where this is at? Anybody from the island know where this is at? This looks like Kingston. I don't trust this hurricane one bit. Me neither. It's been wobbling around all over the place. Oh, I did want to catch up with our gifts here. Yep, gotta do some, it's hard to see. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's definitely from, it's like there's a couple of taxis, so it makes you think it's a larger city. Gotta do some housekeeping here, folks. Something I haven't done in a while. Let's check our gifters here. Tiffany, Love on Juju, thank you so much. Cassie, if you're still in the chat, you've been here all day. I appreciate all the support you give me. Tamara, thank you so much for the 2 lives. Magpie for the roses, the Keeks with the roses, and the original sent 2 roses as well. If you guys would like to support the live stream, we have 1,400 viewers in here right now. I appreciate all the love and support I've gotten. I appreciate all my friends down in Jamaica that have been watching the stream all day long, helping me out. Helping me out. And if you guys could help me out a little further, jam that like button, jam that heart, tap your screen for me. We get the likes up. We got to do this every once in a while to move up the TikTok algorithm. So I just asked my chat, take a little 2-minute break and tap the screen. Go ahead and share it out. And make sure you follow the channel. A lot of people in here right now, a lot of eyes. This is WxLive, folks. What we do is we report on and we cover severe weather around the entire world. If that severe weather happens to hit the United States, we're actually set up. We have our own mobile streaming rigs here in the United States that we'll drive it right in the middle of a hurricane. And, we'll drive around and cover it. But we did not go to Jamaica for this storm. So we're covering it from the office. So if that is the kind of content you enjoy, make sure you give the channel a follow. We really, really, really appreciate all the support from everybody. Tiffany with some more Go Populars. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for all the support tonight. I really appreciate you. How am I going to cover Cuba with no cameras? We'll find the cameras, Jimmy. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We have our ways. Do you think it will turn and hit the U.S.? No, Callie, I don't. Did it hit? Yes. Yes, Alexander. It's currently moving north offshore. My man. Thank you, Jimmy. Tomorrow's probably going to be, tomorrow, folks, is going to be like, depending on the quality of cameras I get from Cuba, it's very hard because sometimes the Cuban government just decides to shut the internet off in the entire country. So getting normal traffic in and out of Cuba is hard, and much less in a hurricane. So I say that we'll try to find some streams tomorrow for you. How's it going in Cuba? Not hitting Cuba yet. I mean, Cuba's getting hit by the hour ban, so it's probably just showery and rainy, a little windy. Right now, we're still focusing on Jamaica. Any insights on Trelawney Resorts? No, I've been asked about Trelawney a lot today, and I have not gotten any reports out of there yet. Ocho Rios got a bad going as the eye passed twice when it changed direction. That's true. Oh, you're repeating what I said earlier. Susan's like locked in, dude. Susan's been in here all day, locked in, like absolutely understanding what I'm saying. Is it nearly finished for Jamaica? I think he's still got a few more hours to go for Jamaica. As I pointed out a few times already today, and let me get some live cams on here. The hurricane took a little eastern jog, and now the back half of the hurricane is hitting the country. Not nearly as bad as the front half, but you can see from these cameras, if you look at that top right camera, it's shaking pretty bad. So I've also had viewers that are in Kingston right now tell me that the weather is getting worse there right now. And you can see by the amount of camera shake going on in those two top cameras that conditions are deteriorating a little in Kingston at the moment. You know what I miss, guys? I miss the flat bridge camera. I don't know what my obsession with the flat bridge is, but I just like, okay, so all the folks from all the folks from Jamaica, they hate the bridge, but they need it, so they want it to stay. So they were like torn. They were like, they were like, it's never going anywhere. That bridge has been here forever and ever and ever. And then, but they also hate it. So it was like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, am I rooting for the bridge to get torn down? Am I not rooting for the bridge to get torn down? I'm so confused. So we've been waiting all day for the camera on Flatbridge to come back up, and it hasn't. So we want to see if it survived the storm. If anybody's from that area, if they know Flatbridge survived or not, let me know. Seeing videos of 2-story houses completely submerged. It will never be destroyed. So here they come. It's a very strong bridge. Yep. There's when all the power went out in Jamaica and I lost all my Jamaican viewers, the Americans were like very invested. Like the people in the chat were like, how's that bridge that the Jamaicans said is indestructible doing? Like, how's that indestructible bridge? Like we can't check on it because the camera's dead. So, what was I going to show you guys? Somebody said something in chat I was going to show you. Oh, yes. X. Oh, wow. This is from Fox Weather.
Okay. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
Careful, all that glass.
Glass. Don't go that way, there's glass.
Why did they decide to... Whoa.
Down. Go. Get down.
Oh, they were in the basement.
That used to be a balcony.
Whoa.
Robert. Okay.
That's crazy.
Go. Go. Glass. Don't go that way, there's glass. Down. Go. Get down. All right.
All right, let me find another video real quick. Oh, wow, this is a new one.
That used to be a gazebo. Now the gazebo is over there. Now
Okay. Mama has returned home. All is right in the world. Wow. So where is this from? Montego Bay. So this is earlier today. Oh wow, this is from Spanish Town Road in Kingston towards St. Catherine. Power line arcing over.
Oh shit.
Melissa is here.
Oh wow. Sky News, let's see what they got. Oh wow. All right, Jamaican, my Jamaican friends in the chat. I need you to translate for me. What did he say? That's interesting. Esco is probably a place in the community. Okay. Okay. See if we can find some more videos. Santa Cruz.
Street, lots of roofs are coming over here. Yeah, the guy who is coming over here to take shelter in our house. The roof's coming off. They got a baby or a 2-year-old over there. It's John and his wife and baby. They're getting ready to run across the street to this house. Take shelter. We got the gate unlocked. We're waiting for them to surge across the street here. We're going to come in here in a second.
So I guess they lost the roof of their house.
75 gust of 100, 125. And it comes like every 3 to 5 minutes we'll have a gargantuan surge with more and more damage. Things are slowly ripping apart and coming apart. There's a really bad one. Look, zero visibility. My poles are breaking. And those concrete poles are breaking. They're bending over next door neighbors. More and more roofs are coming off.
Oh, they're trying to get across. He's saying don't come out yet. That's the thing about hurricanes. You do get lulls, you get bands where it's heavier than other parts. You kind of have to wait for a lull if you're trying to make an escape.
The family across the street's trying to take shelter in our house. The roof's coming off. They got a husband and wife, John and his wife and baby, 2-year-old. His roof's coming off. He says it's pouring inside. You know, wind. Trees, oh my gosh, trees are shredding. We're whipping around the southeast now. Remember I told you when we went from east to southeast, everything's
Yes, you
spreading.
can hear his
Exactly
voice
what's happening.
shaking.
The trees are breaking down. More and more damage.
Where did he say this was at? Oh, wow. So this is interesting. These two photos were taken 90 minutes apart. So this is somewhere in Jamaica. They never put a location. And then so this one, he has trees and foliage. And all the leaves are gone now. That's crazy. That's insane. Oof. Okay, not sure I want to watch that again. Oof. Not on top of the roof during the storm, folks. That's... Don't want to be doing that. That is not a great idea. So, hey, look. Who's that handsome guy right there? I'm trying to find out. I mean, any updates here? See, this is what I want to know. I want to know what happened to Flatbridge. So, not a whole lot of updates here. Ryan Hall. This guy has his own hurricane hunter on the ground.
Again, live in Jamaica. This is in Mandeville.
We'll watch him for a second.
That is a submerged car right there. Holy cow.
Oh, wow. Mandeville. Do you guys know where that's
all
at?
Happening in Jamaica right now.
Mandeville.
This is literally why we can't move.
Look at that. There's a car submerged right there. Right there on the middle of your screen. This is again live in Jamaica. This is in Mandeville.
This is storm surge flooding.
Right there.
I was getting a lot of questions earlier about what is storm surge flooding. This is storm surge flooding. You can just tell by looking at it.
All happening in Jamaica right now.
All that water getting pushed on shore by the wind. Here we go. No sound here. I think this is the same guy, Bryce Shelton. You could see that car is submerged underwater there. Wow. Right there by the Mandeville Regional Hospital. Wow, northeast and still getting flooding like this. That's crazy. Oh, we watched these guys earlier. I recognized the railings on their condo. Wow, look at that. There's no visibility. You can't see anything. This guy's on a boat. We've seen this. So is this like a montage? Oh, wow.
I road that people from Britain, I road that. That is the road. Have mercy, God, you will have.
This is Westmoreland. This is Trelawney. St. Elizabeth. Oh, is this like a compilation of TikTok here, folks? This is good coverage here. Kind of showing you the effects around the island. Montego Bay. Wow. That is a lot of water. Oh, here's a new one we haven't seen yet. This is the Santa Cruz Police Station. You see the water's going up to the doorway there. Yeah. And that's what I've been trying to tell folks most of the night, is that most of the rural areas which is where most of the hardest hit places were, here, made it to Treasure Beach, might ride out Hurricane Melissa here. Oh my gosh, Bryce Shelton left from Treasure Beach. This would have been some craziness, because this is where, pretty close to where it came to shore. Anyways, like I was saying, the more rural areas of Jamaica, which is where this hit, you're not going to get news coverage or photos or videos immediately, right, coming in. And that's why you can always make it seem like, you know, it's not as bad as it is. But once the sun comes up tomorrow and people can get over to those rural areas, I suspect that western part of Jamaica, from Black River north up to Montego Bay and Falmouth, that whole area in the middle of the country is going to be devastated, unfortunately, because we've seen some videos out of there already.
Yeah, we done already lost part of a roof. We done lost storm door, a panel.
Look how fast the wind's moving.
Yeah, either way, just when you get the chance, check it out. Yeah, it did shift this way. It wasn't supposed to, but yeah. When I die, I want to come back as a palm tree. Man, this is the second hurricane for me in 2 years. I'm done. Listen, I'm done with nature.
He said he's done with nature. Oh, here we go. This is from... I don't know where it's from. Wow, look at all the trees down. Ah, it's gonna take forever to clean all that up. Wow. The sound of all the trees shaking at the same time is crazy. Okay. So here's the deal, folks. One last look at the hurricane loop. Oh, it's moving well offshore now. Look how big the eye has gotten. Good God. we've watched this lot during the live tonight, guys. We have watched this eye get larger, right? Throughout the entire live tonight, we've watched it kind of go up to the north and then take this kind of, you know, eastern shift and then kind of scrape the coast of Jamaica, northern coast, and then go out. And you could just see Jamaica with its mountains damn near collapse the entire eye, right? And then as soon as it hit that warm water on the other side, started forming its eye again, getting its act back together, and is now heading into Cuba. So, like I've said before, folks in Jamaica, not quite done yet. I do believe the worst of it is over. If you're in Jamaica, the eye now moving offshore, though I do worry here at the end, if I pause it, this northern shore, this entire area right here, is currently getting hit with the eye wall again for the manyth time today. I worry about places like Ocho Rios, Falmouth, places like that, kind of getting hit again on the backside. You see this pink area here. Those are really, really tall thunderstorms. So you see from the satellite loop, the pink has all but disappeared throughout the day as the island of Jamaica chewed it up with its mountains. But now you're seeing that pink reappear again. And that pink, them tall thunderstorms way up in the atmosphere, is now gaining strength and re-strengthening again before it hits Cuba. So that's been kind of the story, guys. You're not quite through it yet. I do believe you're through the worst of it, especially in the Kingston area. It did look like the hurricane was going to drag across, but the eye wall kind of shaped and reformed. And it looks like we're just kind of into this area now. Which one am I on? Am I in? Can you guys even see me drawing? You cannot. Oopsie. Sorry about that, guys. I'm in the wrong scene. Give me 1 second. And boop. Better? Okay. Now you can see me drawing. What I was saying is these pink thunderstorms here. And then if you pause it right at the end, this entire northern coast is now getting hit by those strong thunderstorms of the eye wall re-strengthening again, and especially places like Ocho Rios right here, very, very close to that new eye wall that has formed. And so unfortunately, I think they're getting another hit from that southern eye wall right now. But places like Kingston, it appears to be moving out of your area. Places like Montego Bay, catching the last little bit of the core here and then moving out of the area. I hope for the people of Jamaica that this thing finally moves out. It has been a slow, arduous storm throughout the night. And we'll see when the sun comes up tomorrow what kind of damage we get as it moves on towards Cuba up here. Okay, folks. Don't forget to follow. I'm going to say it one more time, but we are about to wind down. And in the stream here, this is WxLive. We cover severe weather all across the globe. We're based out of the United States. We have our own mobile streaming rigs. If at any time weather like this hits the United States, we do go live with our own exclusive views. We have storm chasing vehicles, etc., that we go live from. We decided not to travel to Jamaica for this one, so we're covering it from the office. If that's the kind of content you guys like, please give the channel a follow. It means the world to us. 121,000 likes on the stream already. 125,000 views. Got 1,200 viewers in here right now. 35 gifts. Tons of love and support during the stream. I really appreciate it. I also appreciate all the folks from Jamaica that have been watching the stream tonight. It has your love has been felt. All of the folks helping me to translate the patois that I have difficulty understanding. All the folks helping me geolocate and helping me understand what's going on is really, really great. I appreciate it so much. TikTok's crazy, bro. Okay. They approved my appeal, bro. The TikTok's moderation team is crazy. Anyways, I really appreciate all the Jamaicans that have been in the chat today, helping me out and talking to me. And we could really feel your love today. It has downgraded to a Cat 3 now. Yes, yes. How long until it leaves the island? I would say that you guys will be in the course, kind of hurricane conditions for at least another 3 hours. The eye has passed Jamaica. Yes, this is a live satellite image that you guys are seeing on your screen now. The worst has left Jamaica, folks. I think this southern eye wall where all these storms are kicking up down here, the pink is bad. So you guys see this pink down here at the end of the satellite loop? Those are really, really, really tall thunderstorms within the core. And this hurricane is re-strengthening over water as we speak right now, on its way to Cuba. And I think once this little bit of core that's left on the island, that white bit that you guys see, once that moves off, the worst of it has moved off, but it is not quite over yet. And I think after that, it'll just be rainy for a few more hours. But Jamaica, I think you guys got like 3-4 hours to go of that kind of conditions. And then the recovery can start moving forward. Is Cuba going to get hit bad now? Probably. It's going to re-strengthen, probably be a 3 or a 4 by the time it gets to Cuba. Was Montego Bay hit hard? Yes, Melinda, not terrible. I didn't see any buildings destroyed or anything, but lots of trees down, power lines, things like that. It'll probably be some work to get it back, but nothing catastrophic that I saw in Montego Bay. What is it eye's length now? Oh, well, it was a 10 nautical mile eye. Now it looks like it's doubled, or like maybe even more than double. So I would say more of like a 20 or 30 nautical mile eye. Now, if you can look, you can see it there on the screen. It's the big red dot in the middle. It's way larger than it was before, even larger than it was when it came on the island, which that's a good thing, right? As hurricanes weaken, they get larger, right? So that's just kind of a sign that it's weakening. But it is over water right now, and it is going to strengthen for the rest of the night before it hits Cuba. I tell you what, folks, I do got to get going. I got to end the stream now, simply because I have been streaming for almost 24 hours on this hurricane. And I got to get out of here. I got to go get some sleep before the Cuba landfall tomorrow. Everybody, I'll be streaming again tomorrow if we could find some cameras from Cuba. If you don't see me live, that means I couldn't find any cameras. I'll still try to go live. We'll probably go over some aftermath stuff from Jamaica tomorrow as well. But I've been streaming, like I said, for almost 24 hours. I'm extremely tired. My family misses me. Thank you guys so much for the pumpkins, the hearts, all of the gifts, all the support of the stream. We've got subscribers today. People joined the super fan club. It has been awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for the love too. We have had a few haters coming in and out, but mostly everybody has been all love today, especially the folks in Jamaica. I was talking to my friend earlier. I said, you wouldn't believe the amount of people from Jamaica that are in the live stream, just being so nice. I cannot wait to visit Jamaica again one day. Your beef patties are the best. But anyways, I'm going to go. I got to go to sleep. Thank you so much for joining, guys. And we will see you tomorrow. Okay. Be looking out for me tomorrow. Make sure you give the stream a follow. Yeah. And that is it. Bye.